What makes a story haunt you, echoing through your mind long after you've closed the book? Welcome to Stories That Stay, the show where we dissect the narratives that refuse to fade. I'm thrilled you're here, because today's episode is bursting with inspiration. You ever feel like silence can be louder than any sound? That's the heart-thumping tension in Misa and Brehm's debut, The Resonance of Silence, the story of Elara Vance.
I was absolutely drawn in by Elara's world. I'm Misa and Brehm, and today we're diving into the story behind my novel and what happens when staying on the melody means burying your true self.
So if you've ever questioned where you belong, struggled with conformity, or just love stories about faith and finding your voice, you're in for something special.
We'll walk through Elara's journey from Oakhaven's rigid rules to the messy magic of Nashville, to that impossible choice she faces back home. Plus, I'll share what inspired the novel and what singing off beat means to me.
Let's jump into Oakhaven itself. That phrase, stay on the melody, it's everywhere in the book. Can you talk about how it shapes Elara's life?
Absolutely. In Oakhaven, it's more than a motto. It's a rule that seeps into hearts. For Elara, it means hiding the messy, beautiful parts of herself just to fit in, which is exhausting.
I got the sense that silence isn't just the absence of noise, it's the absence of being seen. Did you draw from any real-life experiences for that feeling?
Very much so. Growing up in a small town, I felt that pressure to blend in. It's subtle, but it shapes everything, especially how you see yourself.
Elara's wandering ear is such a poetic way of describing her gift and her struggle. How did you come up with that idea?
Well, it came from watching how some people naturally hear music everywhere, even in silence. Elara's gift is like a double-edged sword. She's inspired, but she's scared of standing out.
It reminds me of people who hide their creativity because it doesn't fit the mold. Did you ever hold back your own creativity for fear of not belonging?
For years, yes. I wrote stories in secret, and it took a long time to realize that difference can be a strength, not a flaw.
Let's talk about that moment in the Deep Reach Pines with the boy and the scarred guitar. Why is that scene so pivotal for Elara?
Well, you see, that's the first time that Elara sees someone embracing their scars, literally and figuratively. It jolts her out of her comfort zone and opens her to the idea that vulnerability can be powerful.
It's almost as if music becomes a language for truth in that scene. Did you intend for music to function as a kind of faith for her?
Definitely. For Elara and for me, music expresses what words can't. It's her bridge between doubt and hope.
When Elara heads to Nashville, everything shifts. How does that city, so wild and full of music, change her relationship with faith?
Nashville is chaotic and alive, and it forces Elara to question everything she's been taught. She realizes faith doesn't have to be a cage. It can be a song that changes with her.
That perspective is so refreshing. Did writing these scenes change how you think about faith and belonging?
Honestly, yes. It made me see that faith is deeply personal and that finding your own rhythm is what matters most.
Eventually, tragedy calls Elara home. Without giving too much away, why is her return so crucial to her growth?
Her homecoming is the ultimate test. She has to decide if she'll dim her light again or become that bridge for Oakhaven, showing that it's possible to honor the melody without losing your own harmony.
That's such a beautiful metaphor. It makes me wonder, is there ever a time we have to compromise who we are for the sake of community?
It's complicated. Sometimes compromise is necessary, but never at the cost of silencing what makes your soul sing.
As we wrap up, let's hit 3 key takeaways. First, conformity can feel safe, but often stifles who we truly are.
Second, embracing your unique voice, even if it means standing out, is the only way to find real belonging.
And third, faith and creativity aren't cages, but songs that can help us connect and heal, especially when we dare to be honest.
So if you're listening and feel pressure to stay on the melody, try sharing your voice today, however small. That's how bridges are built.
Thanks for joining us for this journey through The Resonance of Silence. Remember, Narrative resonance is like tuning a guitar. You adjust, experiment, and listen for the chord that lasts. Emotional timbre, just like musical tone, shapes how we feel. If you love today's journey, subscribe and share the episode. Until next time, let the stories that stay inspire you to create your own echoes. Keep singing your own song, and we'll see you next time.